about car bank one MPB call her just a quarter one is a mamma. The new way now if you share inside on my cleanup exercise in the yeah. So we'll talk about the cleanup exercise. And there's one particular thing that's happening in the information from Accra. Say, although you're weird, but there are heaps of refuse. Yenya can exercise. And I said, Bola Negu Hono, Abuya MB5. What is the relevance of this? Say Yenya Abuya Manambe5. Say ensure eto and nano paces ya. They'll wash everything back into the gutters, wash everything back into the drains. You then a bit to me here with regards to a sanitation. I don't pay the better home come on. It's a share once again. I mean, more be a cover BM from Oyerepa TV. So you may do your OBT agenda. That is Oyerepa breakfast time agenda. Me doing Kwesi Parker Wilson. Na uko Facebook Oyerepa TV Ghana. Like you page of our comment go ho. Make kind of the amount another page. So I say be a phone lines now. Then the join a conversation with the thoughts this morning. And I'll pay guest about Bedu, a Dr. Simon Botten, where Deputy Secretary at Trema, or we just sad constituency. Or her and another pay. Doc Akwaba. I say be able to call great, be able to contest. Oh, so you won the election.
Yes, I won.
Oh, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Congratulations to you, Deputy Secretary.
Sure.
At Trema, or we just say, for people like you, we need a sugar coming. Musa and Yamo party. Because yes, because multi-party democracy person. It's going to be a map among yourself. Akwa n'anim no ebusia o say yigina support to what you say generally the likes of individuals a person more politician e more politician akono enye nkophobia more politician na ye kan sa no na more politician nya akono biem miaminua the traditionalist, the herbalist BBAB the libation power BBAB or a biologist or a farmer where you traditionalist, where you herbalist,
the polygamist,
where you the polygamist, with I say, Gabriel Asiedua, or you NDC, the Kwesi Constituency Communications Officer, or another pay. Gabi, Akwaba. Na Bibiabo Kodia. I am your dumb. I'm you crying, kakra. Gabi, also the contest for them to regional something organized, regional.
What was that? My metamorphosis from branch secretary to constituency organizer. Constituency communication officer, and as they say, Nana we November, I ban ever to me per se, Minu Kuma Mahmoud Kabore, a communication officer. The person me to a pem. Met me Pominu and Chidom, deputy communications officer, deputy communication. Now we would my every pain because I'm going to say, Emra as a for Jenny Minia Bass reading, you communication officer. There's no money now, go school, law. Minia, Messi Bahanopa. With me free anymore.
I see.
Had to know who dencham a wuku or some pie. Some of the big communicators are now. Yeah. It's been no face from an opaque saying you a coffee. And this many of Kumagas will come in and me bona me son asana. Minim say, met my bona Jumana Akos. Is it not? Yes, was will be a communicator. What training more communicators in our system than me myself.
I see.
When you say,
I don't know. We say,
yeah, was I say, one litrinium, one Benjamin, one, Okoba Quadia Bibri, and mine now. I see. You may bet my Mate. Together once again, welcome. We are wishing all the best. Mr. Musin and Yamo politics in the
only thing
at the leadership position.
Only Minia Papa Joe, I don't want to
I know Papa Jane home. I'm just going for the same position.
Yes,
Papa J, or go for the crew.
I say,
or communication for the crew. Mamma didn't or death of Madana, I do not need Papa J for the crew. I to be the guy, Papa J, so to Mom.
Oh, what you?
Aprakuma, who are Pracasia or Bon. Then get this Anna, or yes, and catch it with mine.
Right, there was a pay a conversation. We'll try and speak to the member of parliament for Menchia Sad constituency. There's a lawyer, but for Iwa to get an understanding of the course of crime, the bill condition, the area nearby studio, and in Penifedu because I'm for NDC for no bomb. Say they are hunting the NPP now. The tables will soon turn utie general secretary general secretary Justin Kodia, utie Samia Uku, utie Titus Glover. Most of the NPP leadership ning I say one day a table of 10. But for be about the future is pregnant. It's the table stand there. Say Gabby, you see, I know where dream coordinator be quiet. Say the table stand now. Ombe nibi. Say be a fan sasi ombe nibi. Say no more kantino. Gabby more year before no. So mun show you. And I be do honko, but your statement now. You go for the buy quickly on that. The statement is clear that 6 charges on their board Dennis Michael Zabuaje. A buy no na a month for a name why he's been arrested. Now, according to the statement by Iyoko, the buyer, no, in fact, they are investigating him. Or say the investigations which commenced last year, following an initial forensic audit of the IMCCOD and the subsequent petition, concern the suspected misappropriation, misapplication, diversion, and theft of public funds amounting to 55 million Ghana cedis. The information is so. Sika body ni 55 million Ghana cedis. And Iyoko Susu say, Afafa baby up NPA. Now, so the former executive secretary of the IMCCOD, Mr. Dennis Abuaje, aka Miracles, the former accountant of the IMCCOD, Mr. Oyerepa, and others are under investigation for suspended offenses, including. So these are the 6 charges. 1, conspiracy to steal and stealing. 2, using public office for profit. 3, causing financial loss to the state. 4, dissipation of public funds. 5, defrauding by false pretenses. And 6, money laundering. It's these 6 charges. And Ediabo Miracle Sabuaje and Mr. Gerald Apia, who was the then accountant of the IMCCOD. IMCCOD in the International Coordinating Committee on Decentralization. Miracles and the CEO of that coordination committee, coordinating committee, and the accountant Gerald Apia. One also omoho akoka edwam Ebusia anope mwana munim no, that is about yaman 50 million Ghana cedi bail. A man for said this is on the higher side. Gabi, obi we are 55 million as you are claiming. Say we are 55 million Ghana cedis. Woman bail, man 50 million Ghana cedi bail. Aden, but the bank kona nipa kona ya. That's all this says kano. A man is on beji bail. Na man for can say this is a clear indication. Say, Sebi, you want to keep Miracle behind the bars. Person be coffee. You know, the chunaso, the bill, your punishment. Say the chunaso, you go. Is that what you are seeking to do?
But mention when we were for ne Ashafuna. Mention this in Penivolifi National Basic Region. Chairman, I question na pound for you. Mention na ukombe kwa idea. Emi your penny is a casalifu salia. Only a bank cratch penny. So I'm a deputy communication officer. Now I obey MC. No boy Jumapa weekends. Friday no Accra. Any police for near kidnappers as no.
Okay.
It is Saturday watching. Over 3 and Saturday Yajina kidnappers as no man bo. No 9. On God would do if you can never born also. Mamanchania Jumadia or Bonamencia Chamasalis Musa. Minia, I asked somehow they are 2. There be a make us a bind back or a bind back.
Right.
They are Jumedi Bia, the show said, Biabu Gunta. Then Gunta Boon is old say, Papa say, Bonio, or man for any other bit more day, I dance. And they said, the Ocas a mere drip coordinator. So we're here 2025 year, may a budget. The whole nation is over here. But who said, Obaba Koya may you I see. 2026 years a budget for administration. Administration budget at the mile crown. And still Americans. Once a money in Tia cry. Common van in Jeb. The Oba was still a human cost. There's a minimum said Edia that you may be content to be a wee piano. And so to who de anam. Miracle dia or de by say hunting and I say at the end. There be a macassa, say, before Hong Guadia, Nankapa soft to mention money, and I say, comfort to mention money. When they are witches, they can read the Sunday I had a hand to them. The Bayphobia anywhere will be a hand to be. So, what in your own PPs be a moyan opposition, you could and the free. Any opposition, a frame of opuni, said to a gongo, and you put of a quadrant of 4, or more, I'm a party for say. enkran na ukoye hehehe no enka hwe se nipa ni nya ne lawyer papa na hu se obi o temra na se obetima atwa den agyen na me Kofi Asiedua me jama ne mma wo be kwai na me ko drink gran se me ko shi jama time of adofo achi a enchenje hwe enam se na omunye ebone na aban se de wo ka se witch hunting aban na adwen bone na omunye nti ekoye mfie nwotwe omantimi amfo obia omantimi amfo mantum ama aban ba se asem na omuka kwanya no kure enyi se omuze sikasem bia omuze bi 60-40 bi 20-40 makani ni nyina na se adwen na aban de person na nya adwen papa na ya adwen papa ka ade so omuji scan from na se they put them behind the bar ye ka se ora no menua to da wote ora no hwe nim asem bia ni ho bia ni ho ora ya mu na Exim Bank issue ba se Exim Bank untumi ya che no uhu MPs omkotra fom twi omoto ase ema moto ye fin be da bia mka se me ka hye nyam munyam se oba be kwa MP de me hu so fom bi because I would have taken that screenshot to our various communities nya ganya say we he doesn't wait say we MP obe kwa because unu aga be kura menye my dear ne say sinipa na say dia dia hye say dia obu ngunta dia say efro obi say obu ngunta no je say okoda fom munimuni minua miracle position as a edika kwete say no ye DC or MC baby
no DC we kwapem not wo
aha ye hu nkomo e course ho na aban say apam no
ade nkomo be na course ho
na we DC just etimi pam
of course etimi pam
na ye pam zo say na wo mta my reason
there yam pam no so first term no between 2017 and 2020 the DC second term enoma we appointed
na say apam no
there yam pam enya by force
enya by force be say
the yam pam
am for na channel to aso I'm for the channel to us. When it's all yeah, okay, no, and you know, yeah, dear Pana, after the Abanas won't penny beam to go poor beyond your other version of my ever. And baby, obey you must say, yeah, Aban Assasa, Abanasa, and your hand gratis. So, what's the 7? I say, 7.
A 6.
That be the trap for Miami do.
The trap for
other suspected offenses.
Other suspected offenses.
I want
what can I say? Other suspected offenses. And here, when your investigation, we never no. When you're any concrete evidence,
you're just into the baby and say, Planet 9. And if you got him and others.
And others.
And there's a baby, my baby.
I can't make it.
And this was a man I can near. Was it first one year? Using public office for profit gain. And the authorities are causing financial loss. Happen and Urami conspiracy to steal and stealing. Yes, and Nadia Mefa, a Jadia Mefa, and the Cronwede, Eban. So what is that? What is that in the woman Gabin Jordan? Missy, and Nadia Mefa, Jadia Mefa, and the Cronwede, Eba, conspiracy to steal and stealing. Now, was it dissipation of public funds? Or to scan this, hey, when I'm here. As we are mutaka, a young watch when they has me was defrauding by false pretense. And no idea.
So for Kutuka, we should add that.
And a corner fast. Okay, what you just I don't know. I jana one nine okajetian. The old bar anymore. And money laundering.
Oh, Gabi.
Money laundering is just what first can you know. Maybe I've been your Kwesi Edua in a year. I'm sending me a go to. I'm sending me my problem. I'm talking mommy. Rough. Now we send me quite broche. And some brofnia and yard in the kitchen between us found one. And a baby, I'm a depani. Other suspected offenses.
We say one day the you.
And then people was so on and then this is for hunting. When you me of a cooker.
I'm cooker.
And yet, Bakuna,
the cooker, I shan't
require all pass under the I'm against it.
And Jobedi,
we move in Fala, Kufun. One on way, ECG board chairman. Don't was your friend.
No, ECG board chairman.
Yes, no, member. Okay, can I make Mamma Brap, no, for Pozo Matters? No, member. What is your friend?
Okay.
Chairman Kufumi candidate. Okay, EPA boss near. When was your
EPA boss? Yeah.
No offense, more Semensa. No offer. When was your friend? And he said, we triple fire could bring it the Enku. Now, okay, Gerard Apia. Gerard Apia, dear. Or no one say, I'm your accountant when I'm there. Chron was somewhere I can't yampa, upon your pen in your yampano. See, can they be able to me training a ganga? So no, I had my name. No,
but in the statement, you know,
what's it? In
the statement, you know,
they all said, "Man, I make up yours."
You sure, but you see, it wouldn't the statement because I was say you are appear no every fund this kind of discussion why we find the mistake, you know.
Oh, and then that yana a bit more. Yet, but 2 years is here. We go purpose answer so many and then another miracle the actual anything is a miracle. Find it to say 50 days. million. Near scan, we 5 free to answer. Scan move far.
Just a Gerard for 5. Number
50 out to 50 out to I won't just in the 15 to as well. Did not know what dear would yen refund now off and a moon bill and near the miracle. Now, we are no AC you me. An accountant. Now, accountant, air refund, see you when you say. That's what we are doing. Series and sequences.
No, but you see, Nipakono. What money bill 50 million on Danny Yon Kobe or Chikroma. 50 million or Kofefri, and the lawyers for said this is on the higher side.
Hey, what's all Kofefri? Now, what's the car? I figure 55 on. So when you move 51,
by young Castle of fiscal. You cannot say emphatically it's a miracle of fiscal. That is a very wrong assumption to
make us waffle. Basically, you will send who and some France winning. Since can in here, who is in France when you was and it's a Yamu at the only number 2 Nessa. You must just invoice when you are the way Yana. You got to be and walk of our near Yakoto account. Things I know I was watching with you. See a new scan, but yet then it is where they and no. It's a miracle. Said you make us say, I was looking at the sun. Yet the Bibia show says, who's aware that we won't go. Now, no, I am sir. And man, telling my about what be one crab on this. Meaning as well. No,
of course, I mean,
you're more for now, is here.
There you
go.
Debbie.
No, you take your man, I watch artificial teeth, Nedafo. And now, me what was about now? No one saw my commentary one day, and was already. No, that's the way you know, your friend. Ghana, your problem. Me allow keep on advising, say, there be a mecase, and Sana, over Dane, I dear, and I said Sudan, down in Sudan. I didn't know one zoom. You be able to know yam out down what trip and yet they want yam panion. Ne if you near any movie.
I see.
There be a mecase.
Because if you're in any.
Let me see all around. 1 month for just said, yeah, was in January. It's still a barnable. We can't with video say, if you're in Jamudia, no man come as what they can you put to dear. It does so.
Like I be some more case.
And I say, I want to discover
some more case. I don't know if
oh, that's it.
Number Timmy, a keep much of Saturday or fear, which be do ya and much in our airport. Yeah, but now I Saturday, Sunday, and round Monday, and the Tuesday. You are abusing the law. What in a grassy? Sort in a grassy. Me too. You should be Friday and you now you won't grass here. Come back, and I'll hear at a bill. Until Monday. Until deliberate. We invited several times. They don't invite several times. We invited times. Debbie. What are you coping? Or coping? And no corner of cousin. So, corner some friend. Time some friend. And yeah, come on, friend. What I just am, and I saw much. Ah, when we sit with your mocam, we say, my friend. Almost a more quite brother, but you want me to quite. In this statement, said the bayer want me to quite go can because it be quite your mamma. For that, I quite my. So, me too. It's almost a quite crumb, maybe a message. Say, we are born baby, and be it Mitchell. And how come my trim will make a choice? Yenny go from Wabam is here. The Biamcas as if I was money who never do two actually was a book quiet. What? Assembly, probably a platform notion can better make a mere example. No for your waponko. Yakup of any crazy. Now, and you may be number hello me to just or sending message and over who we are from. You know, friend of my sofa. Now, as a more judge, my answer. Your co-position, you might have my uncle, that's my cousin of us. There's some more yoku and near my man. Some says, I'm a TV is really as well as I have not Master Manade. I was Munya, you my am I? So that's what I make. And it will be a wabem will be arm. You know, say, Sabani Yagusekima, Yerniamasha was as Obun Gunta. And the Sa Yoko needs an invitation. I say, I'm running a strawberry as a chubia. The position you could be on Gofozo. Young go from Kua, Amukomukazin, one thing worry. Maybe I'm getting the policy I was away. Who's young phone down why you Mobrozuma? Right. See a betchu. See a betchan tried it. I told you. So they're making us. If you create me from who cried, right. A book crowns where I show crab, or Brown your Bonibia. Nina had a account. It's mean a miracle. So when you're Bonibia, and I am throwing each out on as well. So I said, Gerard, the on day, I got to Mamma, I got to so. Said the Minia Cobain, I got to me. Lavinia went to me.
Because we could be Brozika, among us driver. Was a friend Priba again, and I'm a kind of Priba again just when we are. When I touch the moon, I was a telephone was a brofun, and I remember we can ask we can or five. And I said, come back. There is some young ones, one of them said, one of them said, Chrono said, was okay, where you was no finding Jesus come. And I can also there being in video. I don't know what I touch the moon. I said, okay, 1 year. Send me your miracles 1 year. Some lawyers in now.
Is it a direct question? Say, a bank sister, not say MPP4. Every for say ya. Every Gabriel Asiedua. And you won't want. A young for ni say ya. Would you still stand by this position? When be no
position, you had more for a open coin. Oh no, take a film. Oh no, Timmy, I say. So, one graduate, never remind you. Travel by botanage. Mate. Man, go into the now in the and it's only in your mom was here. So, MC was where she was ready. So, I buy a friend, and as I buy the sunny friends who boom one that. And yet, it is okay. And all of the same, Zanimay and I'm a politician who are. Some of them for trotting by. Me for book to Jeba. I'm going to music and Chama, and I've made the Mugo Musica. The means I made the total woman Gassa because the boy can't. Any pan of walking in an album. No, he's in it. Yeah, I'm a politician in the ground. Yeah, unpopular politicians because this should be bad. To be any when you go for the do I actually omunya politician yoku shrag ne ya choma yantin wa yeah I was system ni be people be kunu be obi mame but there be an MPP NDC from where you meet time up to date so when they make an inti be do be a ye be fro Gabriel Asiedua no obi an ye den anyway ya fro offensive ben when dey achi oh what is say offensive ben dey no we
obi an dey achi
me na me advocacy na me keep man say offensive ben yantenika ana ya MP edia awre hoko so nimu so onu se be kwan bi na lawyer
rough
ejuru ba bi no obi a bi from no obi an ka bi meboa me na me kwan na me say offensive bensu na asana we nyina da eba it is offensive be di obi an ka na miracle dey here sana me say bedu ba bi no obi a waye bi a running man president kra be fro ko ba bi no obi an dey anyway it mean ya this how we chant 70 film this how one nyina bi no omi say miracle on so sen ga namra
right
it is what for se bua kwa so ye bibia ezemra ne den wonye ahwenzo a emra ne be den be gira de say wajatum so there appear na ye ayi
accountant
all the time the boy accountant ma
Emma miracle
I want say adwuma na yes say sikapuduo no since can is 55 million what the bank can is my say plus 6 zeros nya some get one be 500
it was that is Gabriel Asiedua you need to be quite conscious complications officer Dr. Simon Watson wa the Dr. Deputy Secretary at South Constituency
na do bo
Maseda
oko re-election
na be say oko nani
oko secretary no sign
me dey so position nyina hwe you
Maseda
obi me constituency organizer me say communication
Doc, I mean, Gabby makes a very interesting point, sir. And go for baby serving in your government, MPP abemo. Then from this is 1 year born here. And is here from it's miracles there. Say you're born to into the standard, the accountant, or no, you're man or no. I judge me so which is can be there. Then one can easily conclude, sir. Sabi miracle, a benny hobby. In this so much na yama and marana in this and yes, na mabo dumpim akogu iyoko eye dede. Sabi and fashion. How do you respond to that?
Okay, mini apaka didi kami chia wene washefo ni watifu.
Right.
Na machia utiko koso nina nasa ntima na yecha tosu mi no me chairman Kuka zizi ubie ni mse akumiani de
a fan fala
apparently
na or contest and like is there somebody contesting
obi na matise onya obedi
okay
na setina
ngonga zi obi ga me offer
kokofu yes kokofu
what's Dr. Kokofu
no offer
kokofu yeah
and offer ko kamien dey offer me
kokofu me say na kokko regional national secretary
ko secretary na na mo so omre fie no
come say omo tinche no na ati ye ne ayekoto aba ne yenti ye de enim Kuka because he has been the apparent hey to the
exactly and it's very fair it is very fair but Oman Choma Kuka be harding
na just okay executive no wa we ni na nti em say ye to aba ni we enra say granting interview now is 90% clear say is the
chairman no wo mo radio so na meti
nyankopo ahoden an ye srema na constituency atwango be mo ya de mo time echi on say ye politicians ye hu anim enti ye mu bi ye didi de akire no na ye contest no feel say Simon Boateng ko ye big bad the position here kitwa so na eja ye mu bi ye ni MP na ko contest no because when politician win anim say no this guy o can agro no ho a hu a ya na ye very strategic but do ye nyina no delegate no ehun say we need this guy
na e bo mafia na
kese pa
na MP ni bo mafia
na me say politician bi ehun anim
atuma we be jakra na ye be frank
Davi no or north yen south
Obano. Obano. Shelly, right?
Shelly Che, yes.
Okay, Shelly Che. Sina Shelly Che bo mafia. Mafia.
No ni. Yen is say
yes, it's
on peme.
I see.
Because me a principal and I make us a politician be ehun ani.
You ma way.
Obi obetimi ne edi agro no afa ne ho.
Right.
Nyame mreso a bibia be kama. Sabre ye brinti no. Ye pese ye tena assistant secretary on ye goso adesua de ye adwuma de boa party na every pem nyankomo be se ne wani.
Right.
Na macha mpenifo bi a my colleagues executives a ye nyina ye wini ye elections no ye be stress ye nyina ye nkamum na ye mfa atwuma ngobeja south enko nanim. Ye atwuma ngobeja contest there every contest is contest. Enye joke. Na ye nkwa anim delegate am support me da obi bia ase. Mu nyina mo nta echi. Mo amotuma ye mo amanto ma ye. Ye mo executives especially Minia Ejebu Twanse Isa Douglas de oye ne so many any mo amaka nyina ye social media team me de obi biase Minia paka madika kan wa na me say sisu bio Ghana krono ene proye edi enya
right
ehwehwemu a kire mre bi mi kan se krono a edi o man nya no etimi ye niam bebre etimi de me practically me feel say obia obebo man krono bia no ni kwan say mra no ejai no
right
e wo say omo a di mra na hye omo nsa no hwe na ni omo di that said makasa de na wie no say ye toaso na ye mra ni say ye fa e kwan bi so say e de ye nioma na ya say bibia on said the way almost say ni say I take political time.
They just arrested him.
Good.
And Gabi was away born there two times.
Even the process is wrong.
I didn't the process in your wrong.
Who him say na make case me say okay, my main process no was.
Me too.
You oko boss. Who the obia to stop list so.
Right.
Who they need to stop list no. Anytime how the obia to stop lists no. Who preventing the panel from moving out.
But he himself knew so that stop lists.
Good.
On no miracles name himself. So he flouted a year the stop list.
Enti
no him so also.
Enti
no down no two.
And was say
me too.
O more expose a system. So obi that top list so. Na all to kwan free o mine mu no. Ya immigration ni obi bia ja no ma ne koye.
And you're right on that.
And na all ba ni momu no, all ba o mine ni momu no. And you see a channel. So you know the implication. Who obi the stop list so you are preventing the person to move out.
Yeah.
Now more jana man movie out. All bani mum na watching so the implication.
But don't you think in the spirit of honesty and transparency? What's why you man you say what that stop list is on? You don't even contemplate. So betukan.
You see?
And it's about him but betukan.
I have read
it is a miracle or two kind. What it means is that one for boni need ama yoko.
It's never true.
It's never true?
Yes, I have read and read. Some miracles oni yoko for dinkita hu bebre o my friend or in a very civil manner.
That is true.
And ni na all respond ko.
That is very true.
Enti yoko themselves no executive omu nim say miracle nya threat because politely invitation mo dia mani bia oba. Enya dia wa resist any of the invitation. No aka say oh enipa we dangerous enti yempe acrobatic means or rambo means being from preventing the movement. Miracle no ginu wudi. Say go ko I had who be any uncomeka so maybe. But what they say. But more China manako and all ban was so much more than to stop list. So by implication, what person which is on sign ko baby free or buy. Nessa or no so or qua man would diboni who be a so go pay. Ada yi lady or buy almost a commano. A easily gone a movie man and die. A more pesa pay police born who buying. Yeah, wenyane. The miracle what di boni bia se go call enko but wako akodi some few days and na oba. Why don't you? Na mo kire say mo money invitations do na ma na responding no. Ade na mo money ma na mo money invitation. Na on sign ma. Na mo fa the due process mo. Mo friend no bia mo toto na mi. Mo hu say general secretary bi mo friend na ma na di na chida. Eventually mo friend bia ono nko na eba. but see my general secretary ni organizer ni all these party executives etu anamoba no mama de no ya tani political and for me see sa nyoma we na ye no amaga na yesika bebre akodi nsenseme. That is my problem. It's a miracle case we emkosi hwe because ya tani no na ye political and ade bia the politics be hye mu no na ye we na me no ye general secretary akase bi na I think it needs reiteration.
Yeah.
Say a diversionary tactics.
Yeah.
But what I say, that's what our general secretary is saying, and I think say no credit. Say yenim the papa jo mama pese hoye. Enti to eba ye say na ye gya ho asem kan ye nka ho asem. To divert attention no is to arrest your friend is saying miracles. And we entontum any day hammer pese ye di kum no. Miracle, I mean, how dangerous is miracle?
But Doc, don't you think, sir, the focus of the NPP, so now can say corruption,
sure.
The focus of the NPP rather should be, say, Sikana yese wafano, yempe ne cry a womb to establish his innocence or otherwise in this matter. But rather, wouldn't go free miracles, as if so. But 6 charges, if I go see again 7, there are 7 charges against him. Your focus should be on the recovery and not the arrest.
The focus of the NDC and the UOKU should also be on due process, not this political gimmicks.
Process be no breach.
The process.
Process be no breach.
The process.
They have the right to arrest someone arrested. They have the right to grant him bail. Oma man bail say no case. And one say me bail condition. It's a process be no breach.
Me say. Previously, I know my money invitation ni munyina no. Omo catch say miracle one respond na. He responded. Enipa no zu nwane ye. Me pa just say, it's when you want to turn this whole process political people also respond in a very political manner. And that's what we are seeing. And so the focus of the UOKO should also be due process. And the better processor, emfa ye ni bibia nya de ema na oka offensive yanche no kwan we so. Enti na say on say enya that political response. But the buy and nka mo chi no sa kwan we so a ubo so ube face this political way na asem no na ye basa. But the saying so mo de Mr. Sibe for the normal process yakofa no yatoto na no ye jai no sa process no on say enye obi kura kono say obepia be defend no. But ade ne deli uchi no okwan bi so pese ogu nipa na nimu ase dia the person also has a base because se MPP tenase ma ye chi miracle say ya na MPP anya de because ye gina nim say former spokesperson to in
fact they still have
fantastic it is say
he still has spoken
nim say e be politically suicidal say ye better na say me aye ni say because any danger
even if say why born
no but
really
no we are talking about even if and you I know your background. Emu die hin na justify na ya conclude.
Of course, ni na justify.
So it me no tie na ya beche na ya say oh yakodi boni bia. Should people take it say yeah. We haven't concluded that.
Right.
So due process is everything that I'm talking about. You madino turning this political. You get political response. Na me say sad na ma yesika bebre akodi nsensem.
It's no say na when the tables turn mo be ndisi for ni bi.
Me dey me ma catch him. Abronye mempen style of politics mempen obibia but for the first time omama abronye nya position yoko ana ba kuno e de chichi no monkai
BNI
sa ho no abronye o better wonu ne beti because me go dey sad we mamia ukoye be ka say o na doctor ho wani na what you say he's the perfect na ye
de mama monfa abroad we advocate monfa abroad
ye monfa man me so no de mama na nya na dwuma dada
no nchichim amanfo
na basically ye kwa de ye be decentralize issues no enya akra for no kwa ne hiomo minia ayi be kwai ni achew so no wo hwe ayi so ye friend is a drip coordinator tutuwa bi ni achew eno no say no akra for no nya da je me support be kwai ni achew for mo kumasi a wahana ni ache wahaya ye decentralize ya arrest no enye airport sab ni ade esa akra enye na omo form na form wadi drip coordinator omo de infide na ye de aba no ye galamsey no monum sa no ne be cheche mo enkranfo no ma me support ni ene mo deliver ye dimoni a form ha atwe form na ye catch bail ayi no eye pufa some of them mo de sika na mo de eden a obi benye skani biaba epo efa ni aka jose ko twabra na wanya ye do you see article 14.2 ye nyina nim sama of our constitution ye nyina se nim sama ho eno time I chain no mo hu ye nua miracles ni lawyers aye ba ko a penia odi lawyer attachia mo hu sama oka he struggled to get it to get his client
ba se wonya no
me say wodi nipa ne kotena sa mra no se den wo se uchi na no manipa ni hu de nti a wache no
of course
na allow no man nya access to his lawyers
the Miranda rights and
now how many hours and America nya access to his lawyers now the nipa kwakotena baby 4-5 hours nobody talks to him it's not political witch hunting.
I see
obi be say o kire na me de ye me ya ne say enipa na o yes ade no onim de say he has been in your space for at least 2 decades. I would name left from right. And yes, be bodua journalist view at your standard. Paka Momo Standard TV. And a why ya no kunya that position. He knows. On him de a new man on one kasa why advocate against them. Because this is abuse of human rights. And I knew that. And I won nipa 20 years. And even global awards.
Yeah.
And so when your deposition be cry we am now obi cry chirawa mo ya de boni bia. Tell them this is against my principle.
Mate.
You don't just go and do things anyhow and think you should go scot-free. Ono ankasa no. Wa in danger ne ho. Jo nyina yi. That is it.
Mate. Dog medasi. Zebusiam, where do you stand on this? Gabi Fee said the law is the law. And when I did ejuma no. Doc on the other hand Fee said the law no omachia no due process. Enye juma. So they are working against we the NPP. Na doc canon.
Now on that no penibia send me. I quote be say me quote me come out when you were for.
Me too.
Power is borrowed, not owned.
Of course.
There is an ancient truth that every public officer holder must constantly remind himself of. Offices outlive occupants, institutions outlive personalities,
True.
And power is never inherited forever.
True.
Every authority exercised today is only held in trust for tomorrow.
That is true.
The chair you occupy today belonged to someone yesterday, and inevitably it shall belong to someone else tomorrow.
Exactly.
Such is the immutable law of public service. The NDC and its officials as well as its public holders should take note of this.
Papa, DMP before bro, they were sending message to me as well.
They say no simple. Say emrewo he yeni kaso. Wo fo bebebe wa kanin na. Asia no no. Say emrewo he yeni kaso. Enro na ye obidia. And there wo de ochena ebe obi foforo dia. Monti asia sa.
Before bro, no ni mo nyina no wan send dia mama nu akọ ben. Ene na before no mo abe o mo ma hunu. Na o di se mu nu ogrom ya say.
Peter Semin Kanche Doc said, Doc, be minded of the amount involved in all these cases.
Sure.
Hanan give to your worry, won't to me, and now
Miracle Sabwaji.
It's the rule of law, and I best say any jumado at every point in time. Sure. For me personally, me sit down, I think it's on the higher side.
Sure.
Ebi ase omoteswa because Saturday came miracles okroma onko bebia montesoma no monfa ne court present your charges a lawyer for make say you have to lead the evidence beyond reasonable doubt.
Sure.
When you lead evidence beyond reasonable doubt court no ebi tie wasana say etwaso a whatever you need relief bia wo seek bia no they'll give it to you. We are expecting so me prepare docket na omode ye miracles no akọ eye court. Where do you stand on this matter? Maybe if you answer now or join the conversation. No. Now, quickly, because sanitation was send me the AMA Communal Labor Bylaws Act 936. I've not read the act in it yet, but a person say, one call a year cleanup exercise in the piano and mandated because it's a bylaw and is applicable to each district. It's a district be or bylaws or is applicable because the person is making reference to the car say car bank for a boss be a one prana MP no ko no and all is a question nano and the mom say some can be sanctioned under the bylaws of that particular assembly no for not participating in the exercise. It's basically but Doc, with a quick one, you sanitation no what next? And then the bit me aboa ama a flood and a jai or your mancha. I remember your Gabi so quickly. And then I said, enough time for the viewers to join the conversation.
Me sanitation, that's where I write to.
Oh, okay.
That's my area.
Oh, okay.
My recent publication, just me.
Oh, it's on sanitation. Yeah. Great.
I'm an environmentalist.
Great.
Me, I do not understand why Obidi Peniwo Ashanti region here was so struggle with sanitation.
Okay.
Makasa Diweya, and I don't understand why it's very difficult for them. You see, 70 to 90% of budget, KMA budget, on their way, IGF no, is spent on waste management.
Okay.
70 to 90%. Oh.
I see that.
In fact, in real figures, no, they spend about 300,000 Ghana cedis every day on waste management.
Wow. That's huge.
Multiply by the 360 something.
Yeah, that's huge. Every day.
Every day.
300,000
Ghana cedis.
Wow. That's huge.
And that is huge. And I don't understand why. Yahimfo, traditionally, are the people or more leading this waste management that not yet problem there. That's what they say. Kejetia, I run about here. Or hinibi show. Or hinibi.
I say, I'm saying, whatever.
I shall hinibi. Me see, sanitation in waste management. The intentions are good, but the process wrong. And politician be obey leading sanitation, you know, encourage. Mure visa came me boss or buy, you know, first 1 month, you know, or no far to the extent that now or maybe and acquire your friend is a press conference or no dear or ye nana kosiajman I was higher because see then among for himself wo as politician we are vulnerable. The people, the Ghanaian people themselves, they know say every politician is vulnerable because of power. It is our person we are dear successful. Don't lead as a politician. It's me, you give me, care me. The first thing is to go and see Nana Dumini. What they say? Make him the ambassador. Ma Dumini, Emeka, Entre, I say, a higher man. And for ball and to an ancient Bema now about the ball of it. It's as simple as me getting one maintains and didn't say, me knew the entire was will be a leader of Kromua or Bre. With the way Ashanti nomenclature, your traditional nomenclature, and how powerful our chiefs are. Minimum the entire was will be bread. The 70-90% amount of your IGF I will spend it on your friend is a waste, you know. Give just 10%. Ma on hinibino ambassador to waste management and I think the problem will be solved. But it has become so difficult for our people. And ABBA was so margin a cost no because you as a politician in so you frank of funti and a man for Ayaba and ye came boss, mini penny, a lady desay. Mopa moments in so turning chum, not flooding chum. Never say wasting or ever can once in the
back. How do you sustain why environment? How do you sustain it?
So the sustenance is on the I have only
lady charge, you know.
Two, only bylaws are governs had enough me. They say you give me this KMA tax force no. Half of that should be made as waste stewards.
They should say there are bylaws for it.
Fantastic.
They say there are bylaws.
So they say you sanitation inspectors.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Good.
But another point in is omo pam trotro casino. Me, I will make half of them waste stewards. Okay. So they are there. Who's a 2 ball like China? Watch you. It works like that. And a waste management. There were 3 sessions. The collection point, transportation, and
the final disposal.
How we get it?
Yeah.
Every part of the way you have to plan for it. The next one is waste engineering. Yanko Pardon, my winning grant be from British Council, me Professor Bakune Ledina, yenina members.
Okay.
Yeah, share sustainable drainage system.
Okay.
Na sustainable drainage system Ghana. Opa fagata biya about 1 kilometer. Gata land no naturally in slope no. Gata no ni slope. I don't know whether you observe that.
I get what you're trying to say. Flat, sir.
Flat.
Flat.
You can walk.
No, I think I've said.
Now, how do you expect?
It is so good. You're right. No, you're right.
Me see.
No, you're right.
It's something we have won grants on it and we are working on it. Sustainable drainage system. And how do you expect and so to flow?
Yeah, because it's so good because I said cynical.
Because drainage system contract ye the wrong people, politicians. Ye mfama engineers. Etu won se obi no akwa gini sika no akotwa mena bi no apenkofo no ma begu. And Mrs. Assassin 1 kilometer na flat. Na naturally in slopia. Drain nso so slopey.
Slopey. Nti the baby slopey be naturally assassin.
So waste engineering is something I was a yeshe. Minim se kemi nso wo any bylaw edan as say yesisi a. You see since so flooding na ye kan wasem apart from Ramsey site in Nyoma ye no. It's also about concretization of our systems, housing systems.
Yeah.
Say obi esi dan a no ato wo. But akosi broni nim. So we see there should be a green space because certain amount of the waste must seep into the land. Then the rest will move and go and be stored at the Ramsey site. Obia now 2 tiles without any green.
Yeah.
So the consume of the water no na adoso emfa me. So these are some of the realities. Anyway, I have a lot of
but what you say, I mean, you are well vested in that area. I think one of these days, it's to me or one-on-one to come and help us understand some of these things probably. Doctor. Gavi. Mama ya pray we mu kwase samura then
Baby so samne free banane se bia ya kan samne fa. Me wo kan so samne ejase mesin kan oba ye fia ye ntam kase. Me wo fa Thompson obiana ne ona the filling station she won kan.
Oh circle.
Ye busuafo ni be hye.
I see.
Property ni anya biewo. Moji ho ni nyina mo fa.
I was there that day. So
and say e ba sa na my mood no asesa.
I was there day after.
Me no kan me so me Enfield Environmental and Occupational Health. We were used at Mampong. Dr. Yamone, Dr. Anaya Amone, Omo, no one church, I didn't crack. The project will go soon in the minute. But said the Okan. Said female
when you're teasing me out here. And also Enfield.
And I'm a year.
That's why you know
that my med science will win main campus.
Okay.
I'm a chairman. Environmental.
Okay,
why? My coursework in the area.
Oh, okay.
Say if you do kure ni ya ni nyina no say na menu ya kan we ni nyina na ye suban na koye say aboa wo kosachin because issue ni ba e be kan he we a e be omo dey for political aspect we make we a penisi ya ni nyina ya tia ne akoda nti won say me da bia me kan me dey for educational side say ye hwe ye curriculum ni ye from the basic side e dey ba ka be boa me anya ade be ye in it be part and parcel of you my more professor Smartan sapon abaso what the program bia ba Uba secondary schools na o form sanitation management group near training kola and uba me school was life for instance your group or that's been and make sure that we da water waste that way we are
more segregation more segregation
we are was that na bo no was that be quiz o KST last year na me kola na ya but this year me nim say onya fans na me ya kan na be ntimi ya because they say the shon kola nim also luckily enough me Mr. Ba Efra Chabet na mention from Belgium.
Okay.
Now where's the bills be and nemer musa de bi wa fundamentals I am collaborating na na e wonim because one wo ba na me mane ko school omo no mu nso woni omo de nyina de e ba fi no ga yes omo sa na omo ye ne wo he to so da make us roba na ne nyina ye to me man so omo de ba fi ma me be to e mo mu sika omo de to omo office e no omo cookie school na omo income omo de mo generate me nua ka de say politician ya je ono kwa ani opatakon agekon abobo odi say aso de mu nyina ye de ayina wura
of course
we na ya somebody mind obezi we na be na bo aso ne kura no emu acheche and do be aso for ogro to aba na adane brutalities because the policy need e wura ba bia ma me mu nua panyi zuba abaso so be kuma so bia won say action now taking a positive o ka say mi wa dwan goso o say Saturday na dey admission kura emwa say ye na Friday umadu kunja ye na wo be kwa ye adwuma na pesa ade member we gidi ni na no odi akire me hwe ni mood na utimu say onye because I say na nkaba ni na wo kwa so le fia
na gidi for the Saturday dey yomo pa o
yeah akasa na wo so wo de e wo ti you handle me social media friend something or that's FM ono so SDA ni be na odi akire so that make us na we say dia na say your parents are na eja ne ho ana the answer should be no.
Mama Prejan ho.
What we say, Mama Janjo.
I've seen pictures and videos.
Zoom line contract. Aprapra na eji from them.
Yeah.
The lifting of the tankers in your omo da one there.
Yeah.
And the various assemblies no. Many ni ishaka saru na me need ngomo say. And ye ni ayempe abubu ya ba me ensa.
That's where the problem is.
Ye ni de tuku sese kro. Ni empe ma ya de meme bi ombede ombe pre. Na na say nkokura o. Omo mo wi ensa bi kura. Mosu me obaje 1500. Oba shata de kam o dress kam okuta. Say na dog okay. obi one dressing mood ni gwa otumu say man adwuma ne de eye ne fe
so offense sanitation stewards
yeah someone so can sanitation me ma shame volunteer boot shame me working gear na ma shame protective na me here adwuma no na me say bo so menya 1500 ho abra me go charge your private school e am 500 cedi so be adwuma no ye and the some model na I say Jeffrey Zoom live me say me nua mo various MMDCs they should take advantage of that na in our own levels no ye shaman nya kama me nua ka say me say to me bi wo ya jama ye ho a eze say ye jima ye one thing kura say da paka me no one thing kura say be na ye tire kura say na ye pra bomba so ana say ya na zu kwasi ada ye bo enkura ye ne enkura na ye bo daru no me pra bia ye ba fie na o ma me antua sika ye chiw titim so de make na so o ma hene bo daru di kuro obrempo o ma hene bo daru say ye ko ma adwuma na wa ma ye timi tro di mi timi di ko be kwa court kura ma na ye so na ne ma ne wo
yeah
and see ye jani nyagu ni ko ga say assembly member ngwa wo assembly member no obi kenzi nzadi a omba debi am ga say ye kuma so de na ya na attention saturday ya na me bamu nuam kesbe
okay
wo ba no obi ato na yi wato mo woni ho ene watifi o twanya town be so am na ye den
aba
eni wo de buza won say nana adum hene na debi am me free den yase nana ko say yi adom den yase ma hene ene wa boda uru say ye nyina ene odi nyas mamu nyina ye kɔ ene wan kɔ asa woto ne ntam ene ye do ba invie mu nsɛm ye de bebre enti mesre se de doctor kan me fo ano so sɛ ye da po ne delegate bi ye se politician bi bia na ewura si anim na bi bia ya ja boy bo na esa iwo po na tini mu sɛ wo de nya political capital obeta ye de asai ama ne ma nya bet ekwa no prepare na o ka so sa gata engineering ebu a wo ba bekwa sɛ wo sɛ mu Asian gates tete ene yedi atwas ya yede abegusu ena de wo sa ton ne ma wo so mo ade ne ma yede atoto but my more for service mo ekwa abaso weekend ne tamni nyina afri so
okay
baby okra bu concrete no eye nyina ko
okay
na mesre as a man sama yes specification bi am na mu musuro bonus specification the higher pa because me yeah also say as a man sama ye bu mu dua no mo because dem say ye ni when we are learning Asian science the flooding of Nile Omo de share say is from the gods of Poseidon. But che you study who say that be. Ye ne ma we ebeja. Ni nyina ye de. Ejai. Ezo me to dey a ebeto. Ebeyiri but as you kwan ya as on mine. Your best solving the one right. And for all.
Consistently I've been raising the concern about why Mojia Papa and Zoom Lion in sem. And of course I know say na Zoom Lion Omuchia sweet personal cap very low below 250 Ghana cedis. Now I'm just saying that the CCR came omo came a form say omo prapra nye Zoom line adwuma no omo ti omo ka 800 Ghana cedis a month and from 250 Ghana cedis to 800 Ghana cedis a month. That is a huge jump, although of course 800 day well because from 250 to 800 yeah I think it's quite okay jakaka be kawan ke pedie but CCR no 250 to 800 Ghana so Zuba omo wa form so omo prapra krom no he said, "You bet your mocha," and I say, "It's your mocha." 800 Ghana cedis, but Zoom Lion or Franco for now, which says, and color pink, is it pink? Say orange and blue. No, is a pink and blue. No, na it's your mocha 250 Ghana cedis, and I buy Jeffrey the Zoom Lion for the other assemblies. So we are expecting that all the assemblies, mom before, no, then I got the doctor can move far. Omo SSCB, now more 1,000 Ghana. I say, Gabi Kaka say 1,500, more 1,500 krana busumia. They will do the job. No papa come eda me now it me no be so na me be phone answer match for another pay na mo join the conversation no 0594192409 0322497264 numbers to call this morning. Gabi is my guest, Dr. Simon Watson, also a guest representing the NPP and Atwoma Nwabija South. And Gabi Obeko region deputy communications officer Ewo Ashanti region. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning, Minia Akwesi Paka Racing, Inkemi President Papa Dia Bokodi.
Yeah, Madam Oyerepa, SK Ballers are with you, Bossy, and many Akwa na Peminia.
Mejusu, Obuase, Coffee Room, Ewan, Bibutu. I mean, Chairman Kemi and Obuasi East, Ishuchin Kofi Amankwa, Obuasi East, and Idasu, Amantabwa for Mentiano, and Emmanuel Mo near Mapa. Or Bono of what is, what is, and yet to my preference. When I back up the cancer, there is an intention of my pain and the pay. And yet, at that way, in India, the pay was with the wa so ye we nya ye no fo no ya mo ye ho ndi ewuni e ba bi e betu hu na ku he agriculture sanitation na ndi ani so ye hu na ku ba bi mia e ba sanitation ye no na e ba so na me sa ka se ti ye gata mu fi na ye mani mu gata ren chen ho e ba da akwade kojoko
roja kwentia
ye pragu ba bi a
right
en se opportunity na etumi enye baby
mate
ba ami ho atoye
mate Medasi, young to us one up now. Let's make progress this morning. Yeah, hello, good morning. Oh, Tieno ho. Oyibo Boateng say power is transient. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I first an African. Okay, who's you?
Me bomba basone ma pa mo ya mo me. Na ai Gabi ni doctor me bomba so abaso pa Gabi me penasa mo se wa yandi sini mo na so ana wakana so mo kana kure. O ma na ye nyina na ye chichire o.
Right.
Si nyina ye de odo. Ade chichire o ma no. Na se ko ba se yimu ba o de se na Gabi kan. O se ayi o ma penisi ye nyina de ho adima ye yu ba de du be bia na so mo peso mo sa de ye amanyo so na ba na ama odo a wo ni pemo so de ye adwuma no no mbe so wo ye ave o mampani na ha manzo de sana de ekoso na nye iti o mai mo ye he ya de dia mu he de sana se de a police for no mo fa ma kwa so no mo fa ntiri pa no mo nya se no mo sta so bi ko be bia na ye de force ya ko e be se ya kire se ye ni wo tumi enye because they are our man who is so busy beba e dia wo ye na so busy ba so be sa be na ma de bia ko ni en kwan so ho ma ye sia o mo siun e di o mo he ye pa no mo chichi o ma ni no mo nya de o mo ye na
Mate, medasi. Yan to us on pay. Yeah, hello, good morning. Otieno ho. De pa chop mesere mo fra ya mun dum mo volume no, TV ni volume no. Na muntie directly from the phone and no be man come on ID. Na muntie from TV na ya na e hadwe. Yeah, hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, you're first and everything.
But you're not the Charles, because I'm very quiet.
Okay, Charles, it's you.
But you're my team program, been out at the sanitation, more recruit to youth in an anchor on 1 year, Juma. But in friendly say, I'm going to youth in a so 1 year, Juma. With this career, some of them youth now, more just for a year, Juma. Most of the government no provided that at the mark. For example, youth employment on afforestation.
Yeah, Jam coming in.
We give them 1 year, and most of the sorry, do what sign on the Yama.
I know, say in Jam, I know.
It's a matter of
well, that's a very important point to raise. Mate, Medasi, it's true because Nancy, Omi did be say in Chamo Canty, Moshana, Gabi, Moshana Munchang boys in the car. Yeah, Twasso. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir, but you're saying.
Mr. Parker, your friend Moses.
Okay, Mose, Aquaba no paper you.
Yo, Mr. Parker, unum say sanitation on Modabana, Ayapa. Aye, a crum, I'm a crum yefe. Na, Aya Umusuma politics na Emrem. Na ya enkaye gina ye mum. When you end the became. Now, Mr. Parker, me pacho. The way I will need the AC was with the assembly to an him. Unum say Ghana, yes, we see Cabibri.
And
India.
Meet you, didn't ya?
The pacho ya to one. Abena Ghana, ye see swarm. Na ya did dampo wa Ghana. Dampo, Afidia, ya did dampo wa Ghana. Then I am penning for no sound that did dampo ni beam. Ama, I won't be pretty at the Gumainum. What we need, would you year be a young you will be at 20 city will be at the whole Ghana from 20 years and the Coca, I fancy 60 years. Would be a year be at 20 cities near tax for woman. Would you Uchania my receipt and our child to Fonso? It was our therefore, it would be a far channel. Now, call baby. Ever more my name, not to
Medasi. I have reservations about it, but anyway, we'll make progress. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Paka.
Yes, sir. Vachana Mnikazano Bay.
Abubakar said, Kaumi also.
Okay. Yes, you Sadik.
And I was late my pamoye. Kuma went to the pa, you are got to grow at it and yan on the no Nimdoka. Papa, and then run away at the Google. What I know, spend 1 city in 9 days. And through one system through. Now, some person can say, I bet with them. I'm saying, my family will be out in the Sabo. I'm with it. Yeah, chilling. Who say, only found fire, Mom running in here, and in Indy. Then I say, my father will be out for being quite there. Then I'm most I did. I'm there. Oh, be our gunners could be a yank,
Mate, but let's put on record, say, the only institution which me pronounce it judgment should be the gun is a court. So far, court in pronounce will be a guilty there. It is still an allegation. TNTSSR. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yes, I first and everything.
That's what Mr. Morris in Cafe. Firstly, must say a kutuda.
Great. Mr. Morris, it's you.
If I try to pay the Yamisha, what my son. Now, the person can say, clean up my end, I won't give you Obianca saying it.
Right.
A yadi papa. Lemon, the person can say, I'm on paying full plane. Now, this house is winning by the armor. Because although now one is so uniform, says he can clean up assembly boy, the person you have my one contractor. Or better make sure it's not I'm a hole in your moment. So, Bob was making one. And the country, big brave Russo. Or maybe a budget from the figure and Pitua. Now, the Bapoema who am a Japan and this before. Only the policy the about one ever. It is a who won't take was watching your dome says 7,000. Pack up the wall who sat them on a cafe. Or my living now. And then had a far the car and call the pipe. I could help the party. Or my
but and I can't watch someone to them at but was him to go district. Educhumo, good task. Okay. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
But your first and everything, my friend DC,
If I show wine,
okay. A wine, but your 80 out of pay.
If I show a program on income, but
maybe I was 80.
Oyerepa.
I'm but your one, 80.
You, where, so me buy no pay, Jumadia Mudi, no Yamishramo. Bibia added an up and Nemum, clean up exercise now. Name Coswa, name Cosma, name whether be a senior in Binum Cavian, so find Yaman. Na yanto to Niamani, senior Baya, Bibia Baya Kama. Na a thing so any about who can say, Dampo, na veggie in the face.
Yeah.
A year. Na a year no so paying for no gia or movie.
One yes,
you might say, Betty and Ben fine yet. Because Mel Boba when she has say a pine ye the beer yet. Gata moon or yet me a gata, Sunayan factory and to so the motor cranama, Raman Tema Winya by Dimfa. And here said, yeah, you never to say, you can't never vegia, Tassia Begino, and never diem from you, and none of that I'm beer benefit you. Yes, dear, would you number in phone of the Dakasia? I can see you could make a joke say, Okanya, no, like I say, pine yet. So no more Dakasia can see the Kazaki and Tim paying for any Nanshire, you money. And this idea, the media, Ebasanima and Quay, you see a mompire and Pamomo.
Medasi Bibri and none of pay. Yeah, twas so. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I have first and everything.
But your friend Daniel, me free, I have a video.
Great, Daniel Pacho.
But your idea back where I'm a pani. Jazum Lion, I feel on M. Wagana. I didn't make a sign say. If you hit a Yahoo, walk, I have read the Muya. You did any we are a Mura woman and easy. Then I can come through ya, Yemperem. This and Kebe Yankabano, 800 Uchama, local government for Omo Preprecrumu.
Yeah.
Omo Farmers Lion for Nomum Precrumu de Bia. About woman who did not couldn't imagine. But there was right, you have a point. I'm in for last call on the pen of up this morning on the show. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir, but your first on everything.
I'm different point.
Great, from point you.
the patrol or catch free for them now. Me
patrol young cock is a free for some wine on the penty, young fancy, young cock is a free for some wine on the penty, fancy. Now on the Zoom line, no. Let's put it on record again. But let's put it on record again. I bind the contract in Zoom line when it comes to the collection of the Urana, praprano, and I omaji from myself. Now, largely the reason is that you are not a binye, so they be a chum cabosomi. And then to secure the moment, more proper criminal, the chum very less, 250 Ghana cedis a month. But they expected to pay almost about 800,000 Ghana cedis. And then some Matisse, and there, you say, hear me. Zuba, Afa, and Kofor, it's almost a proper criminal. And I'm sure they are still the Zoom Lion people, but just that they are not under the cloak of Zoom Lion. You see, Otiomoka 800 Ghana cedis and not 250 Ghana cedis. It's the assembly biano Masedi, some penipa, no matter my papa. If it's not going well, you can still give the contract to Zoom Lion. Give it to Zoom Lion. No, I'm trust. No, I'm fan conform with my money at the moment. So that is the spirit here. I will say, you jama amount for a chair. It was on the new base. You be quite no, Gabi. You call or find out ways. Remember, dogs or find out ways. Never in rap here.
Many a penny of your economic mass. A friend Ajamai. On then and call a Pabaquella, almost on motion. Right. Pamonta, the intimacy on pumping Bambera when I'm pumping they are making Ghana for Yabotre. I'm a moon of the Ashen distance and the Yanica crack. I am from a moon you put in a UK for in America for one gaga for Munuso. Into the Atofon Boko, Morgan's autopilot, crack, and Vina and in Chamun. Nani Paboni, you do music. Mr. Junior, President, come with them. So I say, you music in a very nice. They be a man, sending a sanitation is in a view. Right now, catch us before. You should get the right people to do the cleaning. And so, Mr. Propose that you are Madam been disappointing more America. They're still there, and then the Zoom lines they are doing it. And let me papa, you propose that Manipebu America video on West Camera Evangelima video. You match it. Doc, we find out what's now. Doc, another problem, very good education. Some metia a boy, or you're environmentalist, or you're a PhD there, why you a lot of work, it was sanitation. I made very fantastic analysis on problems. Say Ghana, been from Betia, a boy, Dr. Chotosman.
Mommy, I'm in Ghana, who can before politics. The American
and one, but that's young Ghana. Who can but I needed the Ghana first names they cool. There you, and then our pocket first, our bottom first, and not Ghana first. Politics, and your politics are here, and it's quite unfortunate, but Zana, yeah, you go, the time was. I'm ready. And to say, Suba, say, settings and
I was for a bread, but my quiet honey at the Musi. Jumana can among dream who fear any dim como, or my teacher and yet crasum. Also been cum, Namasoni fire pampum sum, into so many at Tamaswa, Liena, yet a quiet. What Benjamin be no because I Benjuma, and Tamons, why and Tafroana, any panoya mammo for. You don't want to hear the away, every permanent work at Yabeba. Right. Yes, sorry, now the Akan Nadia must sometime with a champo. Any sports crew no more the more to us so. Yamia Donetchina or the young Quache, Yabesayaba, not Yabesumo.
Kwesi Parker Wilson, and my guest this morning has been Gabriel Asiedua, the herbalist, polygamist, traditionalist, BBAB. Oh yeah, NDC Bekwa Communications Officer, seeking to contest at the regional level as a deputy communications officer for the NDC. And Dr. Simon Boateng, on this note, let's congratulate him over the weekend. He won as the deputy. Well, he